wait till a few people get in. The reason for my video is that I'm hoping that I can be able to encourage someone. Hopefully, someone who may have experienced this, who may be looking for um, encouragement, Maybe there's something I can say here to help someone, or maybe someone may have questions and want to ask me anything. Ask me anything. This is an open discussion because I'm finding myself at the place where there's nowhere to go but up. I'm not hiding. I've been stalked. I've dealt with coercion. I've dealt with people that were a part of an organization, companies, where I've been blacklisted from work. I'm saying all this so I don't forget it at the beginning of the video. Um, I've worked for Xanterra, Delaware North, City Trends, Rainbow Clothing, and I worked in Kings Canyon, Pink Jeeps, Grand Canyon, Montana. All these locations I've worked at, I have been under the impression they didn't want me to work there. When I talk about being a survivor, things that happened to me was back from the year over 10 years almost, going on 9 years now, 9 years ago. And that's a long time to deal with this. That's a long time to have had no one to talk to about this. So I reached out to a counselor, a therapist last week, and I expressed to her that I believe that there are things that I need to be tested for simply because I've dealt with SA as a child more than one occasion. One of them was a relative. No one ever helped me as a child to get diagnosed or to get some counseling. Um, Relationships of my mother's significant other boyfriend, I think I was like maybe 15, assaulted me, and she continued to see him. How you doing, sweetheart? So these things I've never got counseling for. So I took upon myself to get counseling this week. Well, Friday, so it's almost a week. And she told me it was a mood. That was when I knew something was wrong. I mean, I already knew something was wrong, but I give you my whole explanation about what I went through as a child, and you tell me that being hyperactual or experience SA or being raped, that all boils down to a mood. Something's wrong with that picture. And then her questions started to be more about checking off the boxes and not really remedying what I felt I had a need for. Either I'm autistic, I may have some traits, I don't have the normal connection most people have in social environments. I could be ADHD. I can. It's difficult to stay only on one thing, wanting to find that dopamine fix. And for her to tell me that she was going to refer me to getting tested, and she never sent it in. This was Pinnacle Health, okay, in North Carolina. She never sent in the diet. She never gave me the referral. She didn't send in. She said she was going to, get me some medication. She didn't do that. So my reason for coming on here is one, for documentation. Two is that if my information can help someone else who may be experiencing something similar. Or three, for the future, for my future self. I may want to look back at this video. You know, this is me being vulnerable. I'm also going to pull some cards, and I'd like for anyone who's interested in asking a question about history of how I personally try to spiritually grow, spiritually heal after experiencing it. It's kind of like, I guess, some people may have, like, if you are addicted to alcohol, you would be able to go to Alcoholic Anonymous, right? I think also some people would be able to get therapy and get treated properly. I didn't find myself being able to get treated properly. There are some hidden reasons why that may have happened and why that may have taken place. For the record, uh, a tower moment. There is something that may be about to take place. This could be specifically for me, and it may not be for you, but this is something that's going to take place, a tower moment, where you're going to get the breakthrough. We're going to get the breakthrough. For anyone that's experienced what I'm talking about, you may not have had the financial journey of being blacklisted or held from getting jobs. Um, Perhaps you haven't had the problem with someone hiring you or HR trying to find a way to fire you, you know, trying to find a way to see if they can plant things into your job to make it difficult, to find a way to write you up. Yeah, to find a way to write you up. There is also the need for to see if you would steal, to see what you would do to try to get you in trouble. It's like they put things in motion with these organizations that you may be working with. I worked for like 5 different locations, and none of them ever seemed to be welcoming. They wanted me out before I even got there. There's people that were talking behind my back, or they looked like, oh, we heard so much about you. Oh, I know you. I heard so much about you before you even get there, right? So I never had my digital system scrubbed. So they say that that could be a part of it. There could be some digital videos, photographs, things of that nature that could still be out there tied to me. It could be tied to you as well. So that's interesting because this here is the moon card, something hidden. I guess that could be like the dark web, and then the tower moment. That simply can be that there is a need to find out and get answers. I didn't want the light on me, so I didn't realize the light might be glowing in the camera, and that's not what I want either. So I apologize. Ooh, don't let me break this. Let me get some lighting on me so I can fix how this looks. Bear with me. Is that a little bit better? Just a little bit. Being in a place where you can't feel like you can trust people after being betrayed for so many years is not an easy feeling. Being betrayed. This person decided to come on here and spam my video. He thinks that I'm a NIGG. You fill in the blank. Oh, he's so special. You know what? That is a funny way of getting your point across. I love you though. Nothing else you say can really matter. It is not a problem how you feel. You have a right to feel the way you want to feel. All right. So let's talk about my openness and my nervousness about coming on here is really real right now. It's really real. So let me just, matter of fact, find a way to cleanse my energy and stay focused on the message at hand because I'm not trying to make anyone feel uncomfortable. I want I want this message to come through in a way that is healing and beneficial. Excuse me for 1 second. All right. I pray that the messages that come through today will help heal whoever may have experienced being stalked. who may have experienced having any type of trauma, drama in their childhood. I pray that Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel protect this reading. I pray for all my deities, my angels, my overseers, and my aunt to protect this reading and let come out exactly what needs to be said. I decrease that the the greater God within me might increase, that the divine words that come out of my mouth may edify, uplift, and inspire. Okay? And I just want to put those that are not my friends, any enemies, on notice that whatever you desire of me that's not to my highest and greatest good is now being rescinded. Okay? I don't receive it. All right? And I also take back my power, knowing that I am a creation of the most divine. You are a creation of the creator. Yeah. You are a creation of the creator. So you have a right to have natural things, natural substance, the ability to progress, the ability to live. I have King of Wands. You have the right to be able to stand up for your beliefs. Stand up for your beliefs. Stand up for what is right. Stand up for yourself. The mind games are going to end. I like that. I like that the mind games are going to end because you're taking back your power. You're understanding who you are. Yeah, and you're done. You're done with being afraid. You're done with being made to feel like you're nothing, or you don't have the qualities, or you don't have the capability, or you don't have the opportunities. Opportunities are going to come in. A way is going to be made. Action. All it takes is that you're taking action. You're taking action. Okay. You're taking action and you're making things happen. I don't like this lighting. I don't like my outfit. Oh, yeah, but I'm on here anyway, y'all. Okay, let's continue. I heard be brave, so that could be the spirit telling me to be brave. The spirit is telling us to be brave. You're going to be intuitively guided. So this is not a game and this is not a drill. All right. Whatever is being sent your way, I rebuke it. I say that nothing by any means that is not to your highest and greatest good shall touch you. I rebuke any and everything that is not to your highest and greatest good. And I pray that you receive the exact blessing that you deserve, that you come out of the situation that is no longer serving your highest and greatest good. That includes me as well. All right. What else you need to know? Page of Pentacles. Everything that you're doing is also a part of the growth process. So me sharing my experience with you right now is a part of me letting go in a bigger way. It's like I can accept who I am and I can accept what I did and I can accept my past. Yeah, I can accept my past. And so this is also part of the growth here. So there's no shame to being an overcomer. There's no shame to being a survivor. There's no shame to that. All right. You didn't give up. You didn't quit. You kept hope alive. Right? What else you need to know? For some of you, you're going to have the love that you deserve. This is a love, Gemini energy, and this is the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, you're going to come to this recovery. Reminds me of the young lady that talked about she had HIV and now she has children and a family. So it's giving like no matter whatever this experience was, you're going to be able to overcome it and get the things that you deserve and you desire. There's going to be a fullness, a completion, a happiness coming up out of the circumstances that you might have experienced. Okay, you are a survivor. I am a survivor. And I feel like if I don't know nothing else in this life that I'm doing or living, it's my job to come here and let somebody know that it's okay, that you're good, that you're loved, that you deserve better, that you deserve the things that you desire, that you can make it out, right? That's my job because I've experienced quite a bit in the last 20 years, right? Exactly. Exactly. I've experienced quite a bit in the last 20 years. So the Eight of Cups is saying you're moving away from this struggle. I'm moving away from the struggle as well. I'm finding that the completion, the completion, this is legal. karmic justice. For someone like myself who said I'm going to, strip away, I'm going to go clean. Like, say for instance, you drunk, used to be a really belligerent alcoholic, but you went clean for 10 years. There is there are certain things that you aren't bothered by as much. When you first started, the struggle was real. And maybe there were people around you that continued to try to make you feel compelled to go back to doing the things you used to do, but you never did. And that's why whatever you're doing right now, be it your heart is pure as light as a feather, you have great intentions for people. You want people to be happy. You feel me? You want people to be loving. You want to send people good vibrations. You want people to be happy. You want to send them love. And so then this is going to return to you through my eye, through the cosmic universal law. Yeah, look how that looks on there. Looks like cosmic energy with this heart. You see that? Looks like cosmic energy. So there's a restoration here. There's a renewal. There's a certain renewal that comes with letting go of the pain and the hurt from being betrayed as a survivor. There's a certain level of continuity of being good. I'm good with myself. I'm good with how things went because I first forgave myself. Okay, even though everything was not my fault, I forgive the perpetrators. I forgive the stalkers. You know what I mean? I don't give them my power. I'm taking back my power. You don't have the right to make me feel intimidated. You don't have the right to make me feel like I'm worthless. You don't have the right to lie on me continually. You don't have the right to continue to talk bad about me. You don't have the right to keep pointing fingers at me. And the more you do it, the more you're causing your own karmic injustice or your karmic justice to come back to you because I only wish you good. I only want the best for you. And the healing is already in your heart. You've already taken back your power. You've already started your journey of healing. And that journey of healing, for some, like for me, I would say the journey of healing was really a scary moment when I was walking through Yellowstone National Park. What's that? Whatever it was. I used to work the night shift. It was very scary working night shifts in these big, gigantic national parks. Everything is dark. So it kind of goes along with the dark night of the soul. It allows me to dissect how everything came to be when it was always a trap. Somebody was actively trying to trap you, collective. All right. This is the world card. Somebody was actively trying to trap you, but you made a way out. Yeah, you did. You got a way out of the situation. You have a new start coming. You have a new start and you have a way out. You're going to see success. It's going to come to you. Spirit wants me to remind you to don't quit, don't stop. Yeah. Spirit wants me to remind us to not quit, not stop. Anybody have a question? Please feel free to ask me a question that may be pertaining to the subject, not just personal. Okay. All right. What else you need to know? What else we need to know? Whatever you're doing is going to grow. It's not going to stay stagnant. It's not going to stay in an incubation period too long. It's going to bring results. It's going to elevate. It's going to come out. It's going to be excavated. Those things that no longer are your burdens to carry are going to be excavated. The things that no longer matter is the hurt and the pain. It's going to be alleviated. Okay. There's something about the pain from the past. It's going to be alleviated. The pain from the past is going to be alleviated. Spirit wants me to remind you that let go of thinking about something that is no longer serving you. Whatever's like anchor yourself in the good thoughts. So yeah, your wishes and your dreams come true. Anchor yourself in the good thoughts. This does not have to be a long video, so I'm gonna close it out real soon. I don't know if I made my point, if I got my point across fully. The moral of the story is that you've been patient, you've been kind, you've been doing everything you need to do. You haven't been pointing a finger, you haven't looked back. I haven't looked back, right? I haven't looked back and it's been 9, 10 years, okay? And for anybody that's out there that might have experienced any type of abuse, okay, this could be several matters and several layers of abuse, or people stalking you, or people coercing you, or people trying to entrap you. That's the reason why I came on. That's the reason why I have this message, okay? This is why I'm here, okay? All right, let's get an angel message for you. You're going to have the relationship that you always desired. There's going to be relationship harmony. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved. All right. There's going to be a connection for romance, blessings, and abundance. Blessings and abundance. All right. So I hope that some way, somehow, this message may connect to the right people. And if the algorithms allow the message to get out there, well and good. It was good for my soul to come on here and talk about it real quick. I'll see you in the next video.